Hey everybody, how are we doing? This is like really early in the day, probably for most of you today. This is me doing a kind of behind the scenes sort of for you. I called it behind the screens because most of us content creators have more than one screen. But obviously you guys, you normally see me when I'm playing games, being crazy, or you see the best parts of some of those games and me being crazy in my YouTube videos. But I think it's always interesting, or at least for me, to see how things are made and what kind of goes on behind the scenes. So today I'm doing this behind the scenes, behind the screens, because I have a bunch of little clips from Phasmophobia. Now I have, I think, about 40, just over 40, from tons of different Phasmophobia streams. And I'll be 100% honest, I can't remember what all of them are. They're either really good jump scares, bound to make you laugh at my misery, interesting weird glitches, or funny moments. But I kind of, as I'm editing the episodes, I sort of take them out, I gather them all together in a folder, and then as soon as I have enough, I'll come and make one of these videos. I did one recently that was called Sanctimonious Duck Edition, because Duck is just so funny naturally. He's just such a charismatic, funny guy. And I had so many clips of him that I was like, he needs his own little funny outtakes bloopers video. So that's what I did. But I still have loads more. A couple of those ones from the duck video are going to be in this video as well. And I'm not 100% sure on some of them. Like, you know how some things seem funny at the time and then later on you look back and you're like, what was I smoking? This is not funny. So we may come across some duds. We probably will come across some duds, but we may also come across some absolute dreams. So we're basically just going to be doing that. I'm going to be editing. You're going to get to watch me do that and see how I do that. Feel free to ask me questions if there's questions you have. But yeah, it's just going to be me editing away. And I think it should be, hey Maisie, I'm hoping this should be really cool for you guys as well, because when this video gets uploaded to YouTube and you finally see it, you'll be like, I was there. I was a part of that, you know? So, with that said, let's get to it. So, here we are. This is my DaVinci Resolve. I use DaVinci Resolve 17. I think it's 17.2 at the moment. Not sure. We have all our media up here, so the first thing we're going to do is drag our media in. This will also be a little bit of a tutorial-ish kind of thing for you guys. I'm good, thank you, Bearded Bane. Thank you so much for joining us. We're doing a little bit of behind the scenes today. Now, I used to record 2 tracks on Streamlabs, but both tracks, like if I keep that track, both tracks were exactly the same. And I still need to figure out what I was doing wrong, but look. And then if I go back, unmute that one and mute the other one. Zero difference. The reason I did it was because one was supposed to just be the game sound and one was supposed to be my mic, so that I could DS and limit them and mess with volumes and edit them separate to each other. But yeah, that didn't work, obviously. Used to rock some Adobe back in the day. I've never used Adobe. I've seen people using Adobe. So confusing. Well, I say Adobe, that sounds like I use Photoshop CS6 for my digital art. But I don't, like DaVinci Resolve for me for editing 100%. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to normalize the audio levels. I'm using the Netflix setting. There's loads of presets. This is the free version of DaVinci Resolve, by the way. There's loads of presets, but what that does, if I take you over here, you see how that's made it louder? It also automates it. And what automate means is, if I make this bigger, you might be able to see. Oh no, you can't. Okay. Usually on a waveform, what if I take you to the fair light? You might be able to see it there. Nope, you still can't see it there. That's useful. Okay, usually a waveform for a track will have like these little, actually, there you go. Right, okay, you can see now. You see how it has these little peaks and ebbs and flows? Well, you do want stuff to have dips and whatever, but you don't want to lose audio in the background when things get a bit quiet or whatever. So what using the normalize does is it just makes everything one level. So as you can see, that's all quite, you know, and if I normalize this now, it's all one block. So basically everything has been taken to one level. We're not going to get spikes of really loud versus really quiet. And now that we've done that, we can go to our effects tab, go down to my favorites because I have it stored there, and we can put a limiter on. And what this does is basically limits the decibel output, which sounds really complicated, but it's how loud it is. So 0 is supposed to sort of simulate regular speech sounds, what's regularly pleasant to our ears, at its loudest. So you never really want to be hitting 0. I like to put mine at -13. Oh, I used the number pad. Hey, Oscar Ibs. I'm not very good at pronouncing screen names. I like to put my at -13. It's just something I like. So what that means is now the normalization has sort of automated everything to bring all of the really low talking that you could barely hear. That's all been brought up now level with the loud stuff. And the limiter is making it so that if you guys are listening to this in earphones, you're not going to have quiet, you're turning up the volume, then that's really loud. And you're like, oh, fuck. And I can shout like that doing this because I also have a limiter on my mic when I am recording. So when I'm screaming and panicking, it doesn't get too loud for you guys. I also have a limiter on the desktop audio because if these guys are screaming and panicking, Jordan, then it's not going to get too loud either. Oh, so that's what first thing we do before we do anything else. Now, there are a number of ways I get my recordings from Twitch, because I always forget to hit my beautiful little record button that Streamlabs has. Sometimes if I'm in a rush and I don't have time, I will download it from YouTube, but YouTube always lessens the quality. The quality of the video, the resolution is much better off Twitch. If I have time, I will set my record on Streamlabs after the fact and just I have a screen record setting that I'll put on for you. See how it doesn't have me or anything, it's just the whole screen. And I have that set to that, and then I just record and I leave the room and I just come back like 3 hours or 2 hours later, however long the stream is, and stop the recording. Alternatively, for the funny clips like this, if I don't want the whole stream, I just want a bit of it, I go back in my streams every day, I make clips of the good bits, the bits that you guys really want to see. And Twitch has a really nice little feature that allows you to download these clips. So this one, as you can see, this one was done using the recording software. This isn't actually the recording software you're seeing, this is a video of the recording software. So this is what it looks like. So then there's me getting in there, and then realizing, because I don't want the little bar at the bottom. Now, I have no idea what this clip is. I can't remember it. It's been a while since this was recorded. So we're going to watch it. Something funny or interesting should happen. Apparently, I thought it was funny or interesting at the time. If something funny or interesting doesn't happen, then we'll scrap it and move on to the next one. So we're going to watch this through.
How could I take that?
How did you even get on
up
it?
here, right?
That bit.
Oh, there we go.
I just like walked on it like.
It's like a sleepover and all of us on the bed.
Parkour!
Parkour.
Yeah, you can't. I can't quite get up on them.
Jordan likes to
You
climb.
Yo. Go wherever you can, loud.
Oh, I remember this clip. I remember this clip. Okay, so we want to go a bit further ahead than this. A thing about blooper clips or outtake clips, and I'm not an expert on film editing. I'm all self-taught. But what I've noticed is I'm quite a storyteller in real life. I find being concise and succinct quite difficult because I feel like, well, you need all of the information so that you're in the situation and can understand what happened. And I used to do that with my bloopers. I'd be like, no, I'm going to keep this 30-second intro into the blooper so you understand the mindset of what was going on. But the problem is when people are watching bloopers and jump scare videos, they just want to get to it. They don't want to be watching like 30 seconds of me. So I try to the best of my ability to keep enough of a little bit at the start to sort of have you thinking what's going to happen. Is it going to be funny? Is it going to be a scare? But not so much that you're like, okay, I'm bored now, and click off before we even get there. So we'll see. Man, just go back and watch it a few times and I'll see. I'll be like, does it feel too short? Does it feel too long? Guys. Right. Now, can you see, like, in real life, there's quite a delay. I get to the cupboard, I'm sat there for a few seconds, and then I decide I'm going to tell them what happened. You don't want that. You want everything to be a little more thingy. I think this may be slightly too long. Yeah, no, okay, that's okay. So I want to get to the cupboard. Okay, now I'm in the cupboard. So we're going to cut that there. God. Because just a matter of seconds when you're doing stuff like this can seem like such a long time. Now, a little tip for anyone who's new to video editing, something that I had to learn. I could cut this like this. Guys, he wasn't in the bedroom. That's fine. It's fine. But it's a jump cut. You can feel the jump. You can hear it in the audio. Now, sometimes if your frame, the bit that you're looking at, isn't too different before and after the cut, you can get away with just adding an audio crossfade. So that instead of the audio having a cut, and especially if you've got like backing music or in this, the footsteps, something that's going to make you really notice that there's been a jump cut there. If you add that in, it makes it smoother. Guys, he wasn't. See, audio wise, you can't hear the cut. Guys, he wasn't in the bedroom. And now that you can't hear the cut, you don't see the cut. Because the visual before and after the cut is so similar. It looks like Duck just crouched and then stood back up. But if I remove the cut... Guys, see how obvious it is? Just visually watch that again. Just visually look. This is the power of editing and the difference just one small thing can make. Watch Duck, watch the visual, ignore the audio for a minute.
Guys.
See how obvious that was? That he just snapped to the floor? But if you add in, and you can change this, you can change it to whatever you want. You can't see it, that makes my things there, but just there, you can change it to however many frames, seconds, whatever you want. But if you, it's automatically always set to the amount of frames you're running in. So I'm running in 30 frames per second, I think. No, 23.942 video. I'm running in film frames per second, but yeah. Now, if you watch Duck now and pay attention to the audio,
guys,
it doesn't seem as obvious.
He was in the
Yes, you can see it. But because the audio, hey, Link in the past, because the audio now has that crossfade, that's all we've added it to, the difference it makes, it tricks your brain. Because the audio doesn't have a cut in it, your eyes assume that there was no cut, and therefore you don't see the cut. Could we have left it without a crossfade? Of course we could. But having the crossfade in just makes it a smoother viewing experience, and the less janky. It's like there's times where you want jump cuts, there's times where you want things janky if you want people to be on edge and feel uncomfortable. But this is going to be a funny video. I want people to be relaxed and chilled and, you know, feeling like they can have a laugh. And there's going to be some jump scares in here, and having a jump scare video, the more relaxed you can make someone feel just before a jump scare, the more terrifying the jump scare will be. So you gotta, when you're doing jump scare stuff, you gotta kind of choose. Do you want to make them on edge so they're constantly like, what's gonna happen? Or do you want to get them into such a relaxed state that when the jump scare happens, it scares the shit out of them?
Guys, he wasn't in the bedroom. He was in the garage.
What?
I ran to the garage and he was in the garage.
Right, now sometimes as well, sometimes as well, when you're doing live stuff like this, you're so busy, because you're playing games, you're so busy focusing on the game as well. In real time, when you're playing it, you feel like you're being snappy in your conversations with each other, but actually you watch them back and you realize there's delays between answers to conversations. So what I like to do is, whether it's in these kind of videos or my videos where I edit for episodes, if I notice a delay in a conversation that makes the conversation sound weird, I like to just snip a bit out so that the conversation flows better and sounds normal. So let's see what we got so far. Yes, terrified. Run away. Into the closet. Into the closet.
Guys, he wasn't in the bedroom. He was in the garage.
What?
I ran to the garage and he was in the garage.
I am early today, Zarak. Thank you for joining me. Oh, to save any confusion, because there was some confusion last night. I have multi-stream. So basically I'm streaming Facebook, YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So if you see me responding to comments and you can't figure out where the comment is, it's probably on a different platform. I'm not just crazy. We're doing editing today, a little behind the screens, as I'm calling it. I like that. I'm quite good at slogans. Behind the screens. I bet that's been used before though. Right, now the next thing we have to decide with this clip is, where do we end the clip? How far do we let it play out before the joke is kind of like done and we want to move on? So I'm going to play the rest of this clip because, like I said, I don't remember exactly what happens, and I want to see if there's anything else that's said or done that's funny before we move on to the next one.
In the garage?
Yeah.
You can hear he's speaking and he's trying to get in.
Right, so here we go. There was a delay there But now we have an interesting conversation, in my opinion. Now, this is where I fight with myself, because even though I think it's interesting and adds to the situation, does it? Or would you as a viewer watch it and be like, okay, we've seen it, you ran to hide or almost ran into the ghost. Ah, funny, yeah, right. Or do I keep the interaction? Now, I know some people enjoy the interactions between me, Duck and Jordan and Skull and Hobbit, and some people are like, huh, I'm a figment of your imaginarium. I love that. Imaginarium, is that a real word? Because it should be. It's all in your head. I'm just a figment of your imaginarium. Zarek is my Icelandic imaginary friend. Yeah, so like, you helped me out on this, guys. For a change, I'm doing this and I have people watching me edit. So, you know, I'm gonna cut this up to sort of a length, and then you guys tell me if you feel like it's a bit too long, or, you know, yeah, no, that's good. Now, bear in mind as well, these clips are gonna seem a little deadpan at the minute, a little like, huh? Because this is our beginning of production. We do all this stuff in phases. You'll probably see it's called phase 2. Phase 1 was getting the clips. Now we're on phase 2, which is putting them together. Once I have all of my clips, and the video is about 5 to 6 minutes long, because you don't want blooper videos too long, because it gets repetitive and old. Once it's about 5 to 6 minutes long, then I go back and then I start adding little GIFs, little memes, bit of music here or there, maybe a funny caption, stuff to really bring the clips to life. It's a Nightwish song, Imaginarium. Well, it's awesome. I think it's great. I love it. I think it's the great word. Right. So yeah, let's
In the
So there we got Jordan in the garage.
in the
So we want to try and cut that too.
in the
And he was in the garage.
in the garage.
Okay.
And he was in the garage.
In the garage.
Right, now that's a little janky. It's a little put. So I want to add a crossfade there.
And he was in the garage.
In the garage.
Right, but that crossfade is a little too obvious. Actually, let's try a smooth cut there. Let's try a smooth cut instead. Where's my smooth cut?
And he was in the garage.
In the garage.
Okay, smooth cut might work better, but we need to make it smaller because it's a little...
Garage, and he was in the garage.
In the garage.
Okay, it's looking better, it's looking better. There's a lot of trial and error. Oh, I need to stop using the frickin'... I vote to keep the interaction in. See, I'm like you. I feel like the interaction helps make it. I need to... I use my number pad and it's set to hotkeys for thingy.
The garage, and he was in the garage.
In the garage.
See how much smoother that's looking? It's looking a lot smoother. But it's still a little... It's still a little janky.
Garage, and he was in the garage.
In the garage.
Oh, yeah, look at that. See how beautiful that was? See how beautiful that was?
I ran to the garage, and he was in the garage.
In the garage.
And you can only really tell if you look at Duck's shoulder. And it's fine. I'm not trying to make my cuts look like there aren't cuts. I'm just trying to make them smooth enough that it's not sort of like... ugh, and taking you out of the moment. I want the visuals to be smooth enough that it keeps you in the moment.
Yeah.
You can hear he is speaking and he's trying to get in.
Yeah, he can't.
Hey,
open the
Ghosty,
door, though, 'cause they're
can you
holding
get
it.
in? We're holding the door.
We're a bit crammed in here.
We're in here.
Should be glad you haven't.
I
got your
promise that's my
outfit
wallet in my pocket.
Retreat! Yeah, I literally like.
Okay, now the question is, guys, I'm loving all that. Do we keep the retreat in? Or do we cut it earlier?
We're a bit crammed in here.
And here.
Should be glad you haven't
I
got your
promise that's my
active
wallet in my pocket.
Do we cut it there after Duck says, I haven't got my wallet in my pocket, insinuating he's got a happy dance in his pants? Or do we keep it going and cut?
In my pocket.
Retreat!
There. That is the question. It takes a long time to make these video, guys. I will probably be at this for a few hours today. It's taking me longer than normal because I'm talking to you guys as well, but I knew that would happen. So now, yeah, it's probably going to annoy you guys after a bit, but I keep watching it back, I just have to see, like, I have to get a feel for it. I'm going to watch it from the beginning to get a feel.
Guys, he wasn't in the bedroom. He was in the garage.
What?
I ran to the garage and he was in the garage.
In the garage?
Yeah.
You can hear he is speaking and he's trying to get in.
Yeah, he can't.
Hey,
open the
Ghosty,
door though, 'cause we're
Ghosty, can you
holding
get
it.
in? We're holding the door.
We're a bit crammed in here.
And here.
Should be glad you haven't
I
got your
promise that's my
active
wallet in my pocket.
Retreat!
In the garage, the mighty garage, the lion barks his car. In the garage, the mighty garage, it's the Blue Master. Wee, way. Yeah, right. I think I'm gonna cut it before the retreat. Duck just says these things that are so funny, and they're always just like brilliant little, like, you can have them in context of a conversation, or you can have them as like little one-liners to stop on. So I love how people watching on Twitch can't see your comments, Zarek, so they just think I broke into that song randomly of my own volition. You're making me look crazier than I am. Right, okay.
And here.
Should be glad you haven't
I
got your
promise that's my
active
wallet in my pocket.
Promise that's my wallet in my pocket. That's what he said.
Glad you haven't
I
got your
promise that's my
active
wallet in my pocket.
Okay, and then we're gonna cut there. And that's it. That's our first clip for the blooper reel. Now we're on to clip 2. So this looks like it's us talking about something, which could get a bit X-rated now, guys, because when we have conversations... Oh, this one's a little one.
If anything silly or weird's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to me.
Oh. Okay. I know this one. This is one, sometimes I get like B-roll. So like this #1 video and some of these other videos, this is like A-roll. And sometimes I get B-roll. So like this #2, what I will do with it is, depending on how this video goes, if this becomes a video that's more about my mess ups and things like that, this will become a video about that. Then I will add that to the beginning of the video, this little segment here.
If anything silly or weird's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to me.
And then I'll break in with the intro to the video, and then we'll get into it, and you guys will watch me just absolutely have a horrible time of it. It's about pacing as well. I like to try and pace my videos so that we keep the laughs going and the shocks and the jump scares, but we're also going to kind of every so often just bring it back a bit with something. So this clip was something to do with someone said something and I said, yeah, I've got skills. I can't remember exactly what it was. So we'll see. That's how it's watching.
The ghost just killed
Just
me.
to make you miss with the camera.
The ghost just killed
Okay, So the first thing I want to do, because I'm struggling to hear that, is normalize that level.
I swear they blink on purpose.
He either ate something that didn't agree with him,
they
or the
do.
ghost just killed
Just to
him.
make you miss with the camera.
The ghost just killed him, man. The ghost just straight up.
Right, it's
Right.
Ghost Writing Spirit Box EMF 5, and it's an Oni.
So this is Skull and Hobbit here. Zarek says, charmed to be of assistance for altered preconceptions of insanity. So, I have the best followers.
And it's an Oni.
Yeah, I've got it in my book. I'm ready to
What's
go.
your friend's name?
But only in your book, we're gonna go.
Just my Twitch stream. Nobody type anything.
Oh, Pigeon, you just keep getting like an extra 30 levels every time I have a game. Damn, I spent 11 minutes in the dark.
Oh no! I closed my Twitch stream. Nobody type anything.
Oh, Pigeon, you just keep getting like an extra 30 levels every time I have a game.
STEM skills.
Pay the bills.
Yeah, boy. I'm not sure about that one. I can see where I was going with it. I was obviously going to cut this down. I was obviously going to cut this down. Oh no! I closed my Twitch stream. Nobody type anything.
Oh, Pigeon, you just keep getting like an extra 30 levels every time I have a game.
STEM skills. See what I mean? Like, it took as such a long pause there between me saying that and Skull saying that. I needed to. STEM skills.
Pay the bills.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. So I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure about it. Like I said, sometimes things seem funny at the time. I was like, that's cool, I'll put that in. And then after the fact, you watch it back at a different time, you're like, oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I like that.
Pigeon, you just keep getting like an extra 30 levels every time I have a game.
STEM skills.
Pay the bills.
Yeah, boy. I suppose that could be really funny, actually, if I put it just before me getting killed. I got skills, man, and then the next clip I die. But I don't know. I don't know, chat. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one.
Pigeon, you just keep getting like an extra 30 levels every time I have a game.
STEM skills.
Pay the bills.
Yeah, boy. It's like, even though this is clips from different investigations, from different streams, you still want to try and tell a coherent story in your video. And if clips don't make sense amongst other clips, it's gonna sort of throw people off. So I need to try and make this make sense. So I feel like, yes, we will keep this, but what we will do is we will put this at the beginning. We'll put this at the beginning. I'm going to delete my empty tracks. We'll put this at the beginning. I'm going to scroll down to my pre-made. Look at all these clips. I'm going to scroll down to my pre-made. Oh Jesus, there's loads. Phasmo intro. Okay, now I need to zoom in on this so whether I can move it more efficiently. Yeah, boy. Yeah, that works. So then we're going to cut that there, and we're going to move that there, and then we're going to zoom out a bit because it's a bit fucking close, isn't it? So how are you guys finding this? Is it interesting for you to see how it all comes together?
You just keep getting like an extra 30 levels every time I have a game.
It's them skills.
Pay the bills.
Yeah, boy.
I'm going to add some at there, a little bit of font.
Guys, he wasn't in the bed.
Yeah, so now my text here is important. To go from that to that, you expect me to go into some montage of how great I am at the game, and that isn't obviously what happens. So to set that expectation aside, there we go. To set that expectation aside, what we're going to do is make sure that our title lets people know what's coming before it does. I don't know yet what the title's going to be. It depends on the sort of clips that we put in. So we're just going to leave that there for the time being. But we know what's the what. We know what's up. We know what's coming. Right, now I don't normally have that little clip up because it does my head in. It's just in the way. I do need to add a limiter to that because I didn't do that yet. Okay. Right. On to the next clip. Hazum. So we've done skills. A headless chicken, I believe, is just us running around. I think it's just us running around a classroom trying not to get killed, which is very similar to the clip before it. Can't see the screen, hotkey pressed again. Thank you for that. I see I suck. I don't want to put too many clips that are too similar next to each other. So I think I'm going to go for the doppelganger next, because that isn't a hunt clip. This was a weird Phasmo glitch that I saw. Right. I want to delete that second track because I don't want that. I want to normalize the audio level. It's work, guys. It's work. Oh, balls. Somebody set up a counter. How many times am I going to press the freaking hotkey? This is why I don't like that my hotkeys are there. But Vampire Masquerades and every text-based game I play insists on me using the keys at the top of the keyboard. We already have bloopers, look. We got new bloopers coming from this stream. Gosh darn it. Right. No. Right here. Retime controls. I want to add a freeze frame just here. Control C, Control V. And I'll show you why I want to add a freeze frame just here. In a minute, when you see the whole clip, it'll make sense like. How long does it usually take to edit a video like this? A video like this, I would say an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe a bit more, maybe 3. I don't really clock watch. It's definitely a few hours. It's definitely a few hours. It's taken me a bit longer today because I'm chatting to you guys, but it takes a while. It takes a while. Right, okay. So we've got a freeze frame there. So I need to stop audio for that bit as well, because okay, you're not level and you're in my way. There we go. Oh no, I didn't need to do that. I just need to move that to there. It's tight. This is what I mean. Most people don't realize it takes a lot of work, you know? If you want to do it well, and I want to do it well, because I feel like you get back from social media and content creation what you put in. And if you're putting in subpar effort with your editing and stuff, then the content you're showing, the video itself, needs to be incredible, because nowadays it's so easy to create such fantastic looking visuals that if you're not standing so easy to just create stuff that if you're not standing out with great visuals, then you know. So I try and make just my videos as pleasing and as sort of come hither as possible to an audience. Right, so I've stopped that there because I just want to put right. Hobbit's friend in the van. Oh, by the way, Zarak, do not copy anyone who's watching this that English isn't your native language, do not copy the way I do my capital letters in titles and stuff. I have my own unique way of doing it that will not do you any favors in an English class. So just know that, okay? I think there's a title in here that says yes, right, we want to use that. So we're calling out. Want to use this instead. Why did you not do that then? Delete. Right, call out title. Oh, I freaking hate this. For some reason the Fusion titles are so much more awkward to use. Hobbit's friend in the van. Right. Why is why is the font so weird? Okay, we need a different font. Yeah, let's use that one. That's cool. Right, so the call out position. Okay. No. So how do I move this? Like if I don't want it there. Oh, this is so complicated to use. Right, okay. So how do I move this? I don't know what you're doing. Oh, apparently I should have had that on there. Okay. Hey, Hawk Potatoes. How you doing? Right, this is where we start to get into the stuff that really pees me off now. Not gonna lie. Right, okay. Let's start that again. Let's start it again, guys. Start it again. I can't add it because it's got a thing on it. Right. Start again. Right. Chop, 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 chop. Love seeing how people do their own editing. Thank you. That's what we're kind of doing at the minute. Just editing Spelling like I'm in like kindergarten. Hobbit's friend in van. I'm loving the work lurk. This is my work. I know, I'm very lucky. Right, okay. Right, so I get this call out. That's cool. Line. Oh, here we go. Okay. First off, we need a better colour for the line, don't we? That's a bit better. Rotation point. That's just where it's okay. I was kind of hoping this would allow me to move this line somewhere else. Because what if you don't want the line where the line be at? But I'm guessing yeah, I'm just guessing that that's just, you know what I mean? Okay. So, right. Let's move this then. I guess we're going to put this. Where are we going to put this then? To sort of get him in the shot, we're going to have to jiggle a couple of other things around, I think. So, first thing we're going to do, let's do that. And then we've got Hobbit's friend in the van. Oh, this one's taking me a bit of time. There we go. Right, Hobbit's friend in the van.
In my pocket.
I should have kept the door closed. I should have kept the. Okay. Now we don't need to freeze frame this. We just need to do that. Control C, Control V. Right, that's a little schmowler. Hobbit's friend in the bathroom. Because that's basically what has happened. This was the glitch that I encountered. Was that I don't know Hobbit's friend's name, but his character was appearing. No worries. His character was appearing both in the van and crouched in the bathroom at the same time, which was really odd. I should have kept the door closed, to be fair.
Oh no.
Hang on a minute. Okay, hang on. Yeah, hang on a minute. Right, retime controls. I want to make a freeze frame here. Because I should have kept the door closed, to be fair.
Oh no.
Okay, so what I need to do, so I forgot about that, was, you know how dark to put a frame as that? Control C, Control V. Honestly, the copy and paste shortcuts, best shortcuts in the world. If you don't know the hotkeys for those, I would say learn them. Save you so much time. So how are you doing, pork potatoes? If you do one of these kind of videos at some point, I'd love to see it. I like to watch how other people do their editing as well.
Right.
I should have kept the door
Nice.
out closed, to be fair.
I know.
Hang on a minute. Why is
So what
it
we doing? We're
there?
going back in.
But he's also
Gonna
there.
get one more
Why?
piece of evidence, eh,
Do
mate?
you guys see that? He's crouched by the toilet,
We
but
got
he's there.
fingerprints and ghost spirit box.
Oh,
Anything
okay.
else? Yeah,
There.
we're going back in.
But he's also
Gonna
there.
get one more piece of evidence, eh, mate?
Do you guys see that? He's crouched by the toilet,
We
but
got
he's there.
fingerprints and ghost spirit.
He's crouched by the toilet,
We
but
got
he's there.
fingerprints and ghost.
Right, okay. I wish I hadn't looked back. So what I'm gonna do here but he's there, is create another freeze frame just here so that I can extend out that bit. So it's more pleasant. It's crouched by the toilet,
We
but
got
he's there.
fingerprints and ghost spirit box.
Oh,
Anything
okay.
else?
Toilet,
We
but
got
he's there.
fingerprints and ghost spirit.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna can that bit. It's crouched by the toilet,
We
but
got
he's there.
fingerprints and ghost spirit.
Right, now what I need to do is add a bit of transitions in here. So I want to stick a there we go, smooth. And like I said, we'll be adding sort of music and stuff to take this up a notch in a bit. So we can get it all situated first.
Guys, he wasn't in the bedroom. He
And here!
should be glad you haven't
I
got your
promise that's my
outfit
wallet in my pocket.
Right, okay. So now I like to add a sort of distortion thing between clips that I did used to have a clip of. But I don't think I have it anymore, actually. Visual effects, do I still have it? Transitions. White noise TV glitch. I do believe that was it. Should be in here somewhere now. Aye, that'll do.
Promise that's my wallet in my pocket.
Right, okay, that looks good. I like that. See? Just a little summit. You don't want it to just bounce straight in. Thank you. Yeah, I don't feel much like doing makeup today, to be honest. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. I get like sometimes when I do makeup, I do such heavy makeup as well. Like I like it to be dramatic, like. But sometimes I just go au natural. Can't really see the screen you're editing. Yeah. Sorry, my husband just messaged me to say, can't really see the screen you're editing. Neither can I. This screen, he's on about this little screen here. I can't make that bigger because I need to be, that's as big as it can be whilst me, like with me still being able to see all of the other editing features that I need to be able to see. So, sorry if it's not optimal for you guys, but this is obviously, if you want to see the blooper video in all its glory, you'll have to wait till it's done and upload it, and then you can watch it in all its glory. We're watching the editing today. One second, guys. I knew I was going to be doing this, but I still didn't prepare very well. And I don't have anything to drink. So we just messaged my husband and was like, to bring me a drink up. Right, now I know I can make a glitchy sound pretty good out of that. So I'm thinking, actually, if I extend this to that, doobie-doo, you'll see where we're going with it. You'll see. I'm going to add a distortion on there, and we're going to make it, what should we go for? Fuzz face? I quite like fuzz face. So now if we play...
Wallet in my pocket.
Nah. Didn't like the fuzz face. Didn't give me what I was hoping for. So let's try...
Wallet in my pocket.
You didn't do anything I wanted. No. You're bad. You're not doing what I want. Okay. I've never tried crunchy. Let's try crunchy.
Promise that's my wallet in my pocket.
Don't be okay. For some reason it's very, like, the level is very high though. I don't want that so high.
Wallet in my pocket.
That'll do. That'll do. Right,
That's my wallet in my pocket.
I should have kept the door held closed, to be fair.
I know.
Hang on a minute. Why is it there?
Back in.
But he's also
Gotta
there.
get one more piece of evidence, eh, mate?
Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
He's crouched by the toilet, but
You got
he's there.
fingerprints and ghost spirit.
Okay, and then, oh, for the love of Christ, I put you on my short intermission screen again. I'm sorry. If I got a penny for every time I did that, I'd be rich. Right. So now we're going to stick white noise in again. We're just going to bring that audio across a tiny bit. Come on. But we're going to cut it because we want to stick this on. We went with crunchy, right? Crunchy is what we went with. So let's go with crunchy. Okay. So now we're on to our next one. So that was 6. We really want a great one now. We want something really like... Yeah, this one. One of my faves. One of my faves.
Pick up the pickles.
Right. I'm going to normalise. I'm going to do all this stuff before we move on to watching it. I remembered this time. Oh, I remembered. I didn't swap screens on you that time, did I?
Ghost spirit box.
Pick up the pickles.
Pick up the pickles. Open that pickle jar, Duck. Show us how strong
Ow,
you
I
are.
hit the wall.
Right, okay. I'm still not liking this crunchy, like I'm not happy. And if I'm not happy, it doesn't happen. So I normally, at the start of my Phasmo videos, I use megaphone. So let's see.
Oh, spirit box.
Pick up the pickles.
Yeah, that works. Okay. So we're gonna switch, we're gonna use megaphone. That's what we're gonna use. I was after more of a full-on glitchy sound.
I
But
promise that's my wallet in my pocket.
like a proper like but I might actually I might have one of those. Thanks, babe. I might actually have a sound like that. The sound I'm looking for. No worry, Maisie. Thank you so much for joining me. The stream is obviously a lot different to normal because, you know, normally there's stuff happening. Okay. Okay, I'm liking that, I'm liking where it's going.
Pick up the pickles.
Oh, spirit box.
Pick up the pickles.
Okay, that's good. I like that. I like it. I like that. Right.
Oh, spirit box.
Pick up the pickles.
Pick up the pickles. Open that pickle jar, Duck. Show us how strong
Ow,
you are.
I hit the wall.
I love watching it. Duck was playing in VR and he walked into a wall. Like, genuine, in real life. Walked into a wall because he was trying to open an imaginary pickle jar. Oh god, there are so many moments in streams that never make it to episode videos, and that when the stream gets taken down just get lost forever. And I feel this is why you guys have to watch the streams when they happen, because you miss some of this stuff.
Open that pickle jar, Duck. Show us.
Right, that's the point where Duck hit the wall, and I want to make that a bit louder.
Say strong you are. Say strong. Show us how strong. Show us how strong. Show us how strong. Say strong you are. Say strong.
Because it needs to be louder. So for God's sake! Damn it! Apologies, we're having technical problems as well. Oh
Show
god.
us how strong you are. Duck. Show us how strong you are.
Brilliant. Right, okay, that's exactly where I want it. Of all the screens for it to show us the apologies, we're having technical difficulties.
Pick up the pickles.
Pick up the pickles. Open that pickle jar, Duck. Show us how strong you
I
are.
hit the wall.
In real life? Did you walk into a wall in real
did.
life?
I did. And the dog is going wild.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's fantastic. Right. Control C. Control V. Okay. Okay, we don't want that bit.
The dog is going wild.
Okay. This is what it takes, guys. Like, You could do, I suppose, like less, but I like it. I like to sort of really, I like it to be the best it can be. Okay. So I need to write down the ones I've been using. So excuse me, so that I don't reuse them or forget. Or... I have pens. I do have pens somewhere. My mermaid pen was the first pen I pulled out. Woo! There she is. Yeah. Hata. My friend bought me this a while back. Okay, so far we've used 1, 6, 7, and 3, right? So 1, 3, 6, and 7. So let's see what we use. Let's see what we're going to use next. We haven't had me dying yet. So let's stick a dying one in there. Ha ta 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 ta. Ha ta 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 ta. Because I don't normally do that, that's why. Oh my gosh. So much pressure when people are watching you. I have to look like I know what I'm doing. Shock. The horror. Okay. Right. And then into this clip. Which is me just nonchalantly going through my journal whilst there's a hunt going on, thinking I'll be safe. Right? She just killed me, didn't she? Bastard! No! Oh God. Oh. At least I didn't have to witness the terror.
Where are you guys,
I didn't
man?
get a picture.
Richie died.
Oh,
No!
look at me. I feel like I'm doing the YMCA. Or a dab. I'm not gonna dab. To be fair, I tried to get like a I think that'll do for that one. Some are a lot easier to sort of edit together than others.
Dog is going wild.
She just killed me, didn't she? Bastard! V. And then we keep this bit because it's... Bastard! Right, okay. We want to... yoink. Pull that over there. Killed me, didn't she? Bastard! And then into that. Actually, I feel like I should drag the audio of this out to match that. Bastard! Yeah, it sounded too empty. It sounded too empty. So we've used 5 now. I'm trying not to keep the ones where I'm sort of looking the same all together as well. Like I want to try and split these up. No idea what... Oh, I remember what that one was now. That was an inappropriate picture of Jordan. This was recently. This was just the other night. But that's going in. I'm doing a Phasmo dance party video. That's going to go in there. So I've not long had one with me wearing that. That's a good one, but I'll put that in a minute. Oh, there we go. Let's stick this one in. This is a key glitching. This was a random Phasmo glitch that we were having. I was in the truck watching the cameras and I noticed that there was a key just proper spazzing out and I was like, huh, guys, there's a key doing weird key things. Might want to check that out. So I love just the customization of DaVinci Resolve. Sort of, I can zoom in as much as I want and just kind of really, you know, get in there. So let's go for that then. There's a key bouncing around. Okay, so it got a bit bright when they walked in front of it, and we don't want that. So you guys can't see it. There's a key bouncing around. Yeah, go upstairs and look, like, underneath the top part. Just everybody trying to look at the key. Okay, that was too perfect. I have a little caption I want to put on that. Okay. There's a key bouncing around. I don't get what that weird fuzziness is. Yeah, go upstairs and look, like, underneath the top part. This is Hobbit and Jordan. Okay, and now we need a title to say no, there's a Hobbit and a Jordan bouncing around. Okay, we're gonna move that down. First, we're gonna add one of these in so it's easier to see. I'm going to settings. We're just gonna move that down the y-axis. There we go. They crack me up, man. They crack me up. Right, Control V. So what I want is to actually move these up and over to sort of here. Yes, that's it. And then that to go there. Right. We're getting there, guys. Getting through it quicker now. I'm not talking so much. Getting through it quicker now. I'm talking less up. It takes me a while. What are we on? We're on 2 minutes 11 seconds so far for this video. And I mean, so far I've not used all that many of me clips, to be honest. Funniest Phasmo moment ever, that really was one of the funniest Phasmo moments ever. That whole night was hilarious. Okay, now we're gonna come in now with yeah, let's come in with this one now. This is one of my favourites. Screams on Phasmo are some of my favourite things in the world to listen to because of the proximity. And just, yeah, it just brings me so much joy. Right. On ghost picture.
Did you see that?
By the
No! It spawned in my face!
He makes me laugh, he does. He's funny. He's funny as that Jody. Okay, Control V. It's just a lot of like, it does get a little repetitive every so often, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's a lot of sort of go up. Thank you. And sometimes you can get too much of a good thing. Sometimes you're like, this, I've had enough of this. Right, why are you being like that about it? I should be able... Why? Why are you not letting me? There we go. I should be able to drag you back to your full length. Thank you. It was being a little bit funny about it. Wasn't it? Right, you don't need to be like that. Okay. Now this white noise, if I turn this and change the blending modes, guys, is something you should learn. Basically, a screen blending mode removes everything in the white areas of the overlay, so you only see what would be in the black areas, and multiply blending mode removes everything in the black areas, so you only see what would be in the white areas. So obviously, if you're trying to put this overlay on to make it look like a distortion, you want to use screen because you want to keep the white.
Spawned in my face!
You want to keep the white bits. So that was 24. We're bouncing around. So I'm trying to keep it entertaining. Jordan in VR not being able to open a door. That's a Duckman rave. Actually, I like that. I think 32 will go next. 32 is, to be honest, we rarely mess with each other. We used to mess with each other a lot on this game. We don't so much anymore. I didn't mean to do that. Gosh darn it. We rarely mess with each other anymore, but occasionally we do. Occasionally.
Face!
There's no signing for.
Okay, I actually feel like these might want to move over a tiny bit so we get a little distance.
It spawned in my face!
There's no signing for.
Still not enough. Still not enough. I need more distance. Yeah, I think a bit there might be good actually.
It spawned in my face!
There's no signing for.
Perfect. Lisa Miller, Lisa Miller, Lisa Miller, Lisa Miller. Oh, I
Next try, next try.
made it. Okay. You mess with the Duckman though, and I tell you, he'll mess right back. If you always gonna mess with the Duckman. Right. So these are a lot from the same night. Some are very crude. I think I'll put this one in. This one's quite a good one. So yeah, I'm just kind of like, but I quite like how that went. I quite like how we had that, like, it's trial and error. Like, sometimes you'd be doing something for the whole thing, and then all of a sudden you'll go, oh, actually I prefer doing it this way now, like with the way I'm putting these transitions in. And you can choose to go back and change all of the other transitions, or you can just kind of go. I don't know if you heard that. That was my husband yawning, but no, you can't just go, whoo, woo, woo. Well, I mean, you could. Like, how great would that be if, like, this transition was just me going, I hate it. Woo, woo, woo. Instead of unmuting, I muted both of the tracks. Oh, that would be my alarm. Made it.
Nothing. Oh, fucking piece of shit.
People using the scare me commands. And scaring me. Because it's just scaries. Like, sometimes I see it because there's a delay. So sometimes I see it in chat, like that someone's typed it, and I'm like, I know that's coming now. Or I'll be like in the middle of a really deep conversation or a joke and it plays and I'm just like, meh, whatever. But if you get the timing just right, oh my god, crap my pants. Made it.
Nothing. Oh, fucking piece of shit. Nothing. Oh, fucking piece of shit.
Oh boy. I love it. I love it. Right, okay. So where are we going to go to after that? So we don't want one in there. It's been a while since we had one with me in this, so that's okay. That's going to be in the dance compilation. I do give them titles, but the problem is when you put them into here, you can't really see the titles, so it's kind of like, what's the point? Stuck man. This was from the same investigation, I think. I think this is the inappropriate photo of Jordan's behind, isn't it? I think it might be. Like, sometimes things just happen. I think I panic took this photo actually when I was being hunted, and I noticed that I'd happened to hide in the room where Jordan's dead body was, and I was like, oh, hey Jody, mind if I take a picture?
Piece of shit.
tentacle just antagonizing the ghost from outside, trying to save me. Right, let's normalise the audio levels first because it's a bit quiet, isn't it? There is me making comments about that inappropriate photo at some point. Okay. I'm alive!
Get a picture.
Nope, I was hiding.
Okay. Need a picture now. I actually managed to get the smudge sticks while outside.
Okay, so I'm guessing I've been volunteered. Check out the picture, Joe. There we go. See what I was saying? Like sometimes the picture Jordan's you gotta sometimes you gotta cut back. The picture Jordan's dead body. Check out the picture. You gotta cut out some chunks and just sort of move things around to fit things together sometimes. Check out the picture, Jordan. Right, so both of these I want to move down to... Oh no, not more. I want less. Oh, I did it again. I was doing so well. Check out the picture of Jordan's dead body I got, by the way. Is he a flashy in and out ghost? Because if he is, I'm not risking my life for this picture.
Just come out then, that's
Oh, there we go. 2 minutes 44 seconds we're on so far, guys. I'm not going to be streaming for the whole creation of this because it's going to take me a while. This is basically it. Like, you're getting the gist of what I sort of do. This is what I'm doing most days. This is my work. Like, when I know my friends watch this stream, so like when I say to you I'm working today, this is what I'm doing. I'm working, editing these videos, and like the goal is to put these clips together in a way that's coherent. And once I'm done knitting these clips together, I did that on purpose. Once I'm done knitting these clips together, then I will put music in and stuff to sort of emphasize the funny moments, and just sort of, it's very dead space at the minute. It's very sort of flat feeling, and you're not quite, the video leaves you not quite sure what you should be feeling, and the music will help to let you know that you should be feeling joy and you can laugh. It's okay to laugh. So, you know, audio is a very, very important part of this. But that's it, guys. That's basically what I do. That's basically what I do behind the screens. I might do another one of these behind the screens videos where I show you sort of the setup and how it kind of looks for me versus how it looks for you following me. 2 minutes 44 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna make this video longer than that, Zarek. It's just, I'm gonna end the stream here and I will finish this video off, and then you guys will get to revel in the joy of it Monday. Maybe I might release this Monday, or I might release it Saturday, because I've got my second COVID vaccination tomorrow and I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I might be feeling too crap to stream, and if that's the case, then I will release this video for you instead. it's a small consolation prize, but it's something, I guess. But yeah, this will end up being between 5 and 6 minutes long when all is said and done. And for those of you who sat and you've watched, thank you very much. And you'll also have the unique joy of being able to recount what this video was like in editing versus what it ends up like, because like I said, audio is probably 70% of the experience, and the difference that audio is going to make, you won't believe. It'll be making you laugh. When's my concert again? My concert, all being well, will be next week. I can't say what day, but next week should be my live mini concert. I have some recording I need to do for the band. So I'll be set up. It'll be before Wednesday. It'll either be Monday or Tuesday, because I have to set my mic up on a mic stand, which is by the printer over there, instead of the little desktop stand I have. So I'll probably do it on a Monday or a Tuesday so that I can do my recording, and then do the little concert for you the day after, and then have the everything set back on the way it should be for streaming. The second one sucks. All the best. Yeah, 2 of my friends have had them, the second jabs, and they've both said the same thing, like they felt awful. So like I'm really hoping that I feel well enough to even if I don't feel well enough to stream, I'm hoping I feel well enough to like record or something over the weekend. But I don't know, because I was supposed to do the recording today. Well, I was supposed to do it yesterday, and I felt awful, really bad. And then I was going to do it today, but my dog got in a fight with a badger last night, so my husband went and did the shopping, but then when he was done with the shopping, I had to call the vets and see if there was anything we needed to do. And then I was cleaning the dog's wound, and just like things just snowballed. And by the time I could come to record, I was like, it's too late now. So I'm going to be doing the recording I should have been doing today and yesterday on the weekend, hopefully, if not Monday at the latest. Because I know Cota's really excited to hear what I'm going to come back with. So, yeah. Saturday, there may be a stream, there may not be. I cannot make any promises. Monday or Tuesday will be the live mini concert, and then Wednesday and Thursday will be streaming as normal. You may, if you don't get a stream Saturday, there is always a chance you may get one Sunday. You may even get one tonight, because I have been desperate to go back onto the forest, and I've been playing by myself, and that's all gravy, but I'm desperate. And like, me and Skull have had like the odd game, but I'm so desperate to not just get back on the forest, just me, or just me and Skull, or just me and Jordan. Like, I want us all on again, me, Duck, Jordan, Skull, because I want to go cave hunting, I want to go exploring the island. I want to do all these things that when you're on your own, you just kind of are too scared to do in case you lose all your stuff. My dog won. He's a greyhound. He's very large, even for a greyhound. He is very big, but he is the softest, most gentle giant in the world. We have a cat, and he is quite a large cat, but he, since the day we brought him home as a kitten, has been beating the crap out of poor Roro, which is our greyhound, and Roro just takes it. We have a child who was 3, I believe, when we got Roman, And he's always been very respectful of dogs. We've always taught him to be very respectful of animals, but he was still a baby, you know, he was still a toddler when we got him. So he you know, unaware of his own strength, and he'd drool on him a bit and cuddle him and squeeze him a bit tight. And Roro was just, yeah, okay, whatever. When he has his nails cut, when he sees the vet, he just stands there and takes it. He's such a good boy. He's not aggressive at all. However, he has a protective streak a mile long. And I've only ever seen him once before get aggressive like that. And that is when a Doberman, luckily on a leash, but a Doberman on a leash suddenly tried to attack me and my son, and we had Roman with us, and he stood up for us. He was like, oh, hell no. And we opened the door last night to let Roman out for a wee, and there was a badger in the garden, and Roman was like, excuse me? Get out of my house. He obviously felt this badger was a potential threat to us and just went mad at it. Don't know how the badger fared. Probably worse off than Roman, because it was too dark to see, but from what we could hear, it was pretty nasty. And Roman chased it right under the fence. The badger probably has a wound of some sort somewhere, but I don't know what kind of condition it's in. We didn't see it. But Roman came back into the house looking a little surprised at himself, and with this cut on his nose that was quite deep. It's taken his fur off and stuff. So we're having to salt water clean it and put Savlon on it to try and stop it getting infected. And it was like 1 o'clock this morning this happened. So I called the vets today and just asked if I needed to take him in or anything. And they said, no, just keep doing what you're doing. But yeah, I have to keep cleaning it and stuff because, you know, badgers aren't inherently dirty creatures, but they live outside in the wild. You know what I mean? Like, they're not exactly clean either. So yeah. He won, bless him. He staked his territory. He defended his pack. He was a good doggy. But now I think he kind of regrets doing all that because Mommy keeps putting salt water in his wound to keep it clean, which he clearly doesn't like. They're adorable together. I don't have any pictures on the computer because they're all on hard drives. It might be on this hard drive, actually. It might be. I might be able to get you a picture. I think they may be on this hard drive, actually. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, they are. They are on this hard drive. So give me a second and I'll find you a picture of Roman and Toby. Together. Is this one? I think this is one of them together. Yep. That was Toby as a kitten. Oh my god, look how tiny he looks. So that's Toby the cat. That's a couple of years ago now though. That's back when Toby was a little kitty. And that's him attacking Roro and Roro just taking it. Because, you know. And then I train my animals not to come into the kitchen. I don't like animals in the kitchen. So they don't come in, they just lie outside when we're inside the kitchen. So I've just realised I showed you that and I didn't have the thing. There you go. So that's Roman and Toby together. And then they don't come in the kitchen, like I said. And you got little kitty Toby chewing Roman's ear. Because that's what he does. Chews Roman's ear. There you go. And then we have, where is it? Oh yeah, this one you'll probably like. That is the dog's bed. That's the dog's bed. There's the dog. There's the cat. The cat has his own cat tree. but he chooses to sleep on the dog's bed. And the dog will not move the cat for fear of the cat. The dog that took on a badger. And then this was him on my birthday. We put a hat on him. Because, you know, we just had to. Because he's too cute. He's too cute. Trying to see if there's any really cool pictures of the putty tat. Oh, there's one of them lying together here. Roman's old bed. Dog and the cat asleep. Just look at the difference in size. Ugh. It makes your heart melt, doesn't it? They both look like butter wouldn't melt. Oh my god, I love cats. The cat actually belongs to my son. My son wanted a kitten for his birthday a couple of years ago, and we waited a whole year actually before getting him one because kids change their minds, and he continually wanted this kitten. And I think it's the best present we ever got him. He loves that cat so much, helps teach him about responsibility and taking care of animals, and he loves the cat, absolutely loves the cat. So the cat's called Toby. My son named him. Clearly Cat is the boss. Cat is the boss. Although it's quite funny because there will be times when the cat will want to play and he'll be hitting Roman and just like absolutely like ah, and then Roman will get up and be like, okay, you want to play? You want to play? Let's play. And Roman will get up and sort of jump into his play bow, and the cat kind of goes, oh fuck that, you're big, and runs off and hisses at Roman as if this is all Roman's fault. It's like, dude, don't dish it out if you can't take it. You wanted to play. And sometimes Roman will like, the cat will tolerate Roman playing with him sometimes, but Roman's unaware of the fact that he's so big and strong and the cat's so little, and he'll like bat the cat what he thinks is gently, I think, and the cat will sort of slide across the floor and be like and wander off, and the dog's just looking at us like, what did I do? He wanted to play. But yeah, so he's okay. Just silly doggy, got himself in a pickle. I mean, I'm so proud of him for defending us. Like, I'm glad that he defended us and he defended his pack, but at the same time, I think he regrets it. No. Cats are so sassy, I love it. Yeah, as is, I think it's because he's been brought up with a dog. He's more like a dog than a cat in many ways. He is ridiculously cuddly. My son, you know, most cats hate being picked up in general, and even if they don't mind it, they tolerate it. My son can go and pick up Toby and just carry him round the house, and the cat just goes limp and kind of accepts that this is life now. My son will also pick the cat up and put him on like a beanbag or a bed or in a box and be like, this is your home now, Toby, and we're going to play this game. And the cat will just get himself comfy and be like, okay, I guess I'm lying here now. I guess this is what we're doing. Okay. They're adorable. And if the cat hears my son crying, he will usually run up and see what's wrong and be like, oh no, little human, don't cry. They're just, yeah, they're adorable. They're adorable together. So, but this stream took a different turn, didn't it? But yes, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by, and this blooper video will be up. You'll get to see the difference that the audio makes, like I said. And just sort of generally stay tuned for a live stream. Like I said, I really want to play the forest with the guys. I really want to get another group forest session in. So hopefully this weekend we can do that, but we'll have to see. But thank you so much for joining us, everybody. There's nobody on presently for us to raid, so we're not going to be able to raid. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and if I don't get to see you this weekend, I will see you next week. Bye.